Hey guys, welcome back to Sky Talks Trading. My name is Sky and I am on a quest to invest. Today's video is all about HCMC Stock, Healthier Choices Management Corp, everybody's favorite penny stock. We're going to be talking about price action, market manipulation, the lawsuit, and also the earnings reports, because I actually haven't gotten a chance to talk about those yet, and maybe some science. We'll see. So yeah, many people are saying that they suspect a little bit of market manipulation going on with HCMC stock. Well, not a little, a lot. You know, $3.2 million on the bid from hedge fund algorithm, trying to drive the price down for better barcoding margins at sub 0.001 prices. If you don't know what barcoding is, I mean, a perfect example, just look at HCMC, the chart, and until buy pressure can take them away from there, they will continue to do it forever. And this is why it's very important that we buy and hold until the general public catches wind of this stock and the potential, and they finally outpressure them, the hedge funds that is, which will cause them to invest more and chase. So yeah, that is one theory, that it is the hedge funds using an algorithm with specific rules. I'm not going to explain what an algorithm is. You know it. Let's talk about PM's, Philip Morris's wildly accusatory and inflammatory allegations. And thankfully, HCMC called them out as being just that, allegations, theater, you know, a little bit of drama. In fact, HCMC has included a statement from their CFO, which is required to follow SEC and GAAP practices, that states that HCMC followed and will continue to follow all the rules. The testimony from Michael J. Diebold, who has a PhD, and he is an expert scientific witness. Dr. Diebold has been an expert witness on several cases actually before, and a quick search of Google and LinkedIn brings up some info about Dr. Diebold. You know, it's important to also note the PM will definitely find their own technical witnesses to counter, and it will be up to the jury to determine who is more credible. That is just how it works. Dr. Diebold stuck to the facts and provided the lowest basic requirement for infringement and notice thereof in his statement. And then we have the Twombly and El-Cubal standard. Basically, the Twombly, I can't be pronouncing it correctly. I'll write it up on the screen. The Twombly/LQBAL pleading standards not only specify that a complaint must be plausible on its face, but it must bring forth sufficient factual allegations that nudge a claim across the line from conceivable to plausible. You know, guys, that's kind of what just a little sidebar, that's what I like about investing in stocks. You know, you kind of have to dip your toe into a lot of different fields. You know, with HCMC stock, you gotta kind of brush up on some law skills, or learn them in the first place. If you're not a lawyer, and also like chemistry. So HCMC asked for royalties, consideration for the monies that PM has made from the IQOS device, acknowledging that it is a moneymaker for PM, and HCMC has been excluded from that money collected. You know, billions of dollars, 20% of PM's revenue this year. PM has made over $2 billion last quarter, based largely on the IQOS. An infringement win for HCMC would have to be worth several billion, plus a licensing agreement going forward. A settlement might mean lower numbers, but might also give profits going forward. HCMC is on a very good path. They are revenue positive per the last earning reports, which we'll get into, and a win plus licensing royalties here should send the SP up thousands of percent. HCMC's only hindrance really is the sheer number of outstanding shares. I know people don't like to talk about it. A court win or settlement and a share buyback could really push the SP somewhere into the silver coin range or so. So yeah, remember I was saying that you have to know a little bit about chemistry. I highly recommend watching this video, Science Time, What Even is Combustion? HCMC Combustion Chat with a Real Chemist. So yeah, it is a video with a real organic chemist university professor talking about the lawsuit and the actual chemistry. But real briefly, let's talk about the definition of combustion, because that is something that is very relevant to this case. So there are concepts in science that contain multiple subtly distinct definitions under one umbrella. Acids, for example, can be Bronsted-Lowry acids or Arrhenius acids, which are a subset of Bronsted-Lowry or Lewis acids. So there are some things like that, but combustion is not one of them. The definition of combustion is specific and concise with universal consensus on what it is. So this was a rather daring choice for PM to hang its hat on. So combustion is rapid exothermic oxidation. That is it. That is the definition in a few words. So if we look at a few other respectable sources, for instance, NASA, they say that combustion is a chemical process in which a substance reacts rapidly with oxygen and gives off heat. And then we've got the UCLA College of Chemistry and Biochemistry, a fast exothermic chemical reaction of a fuel with an oxidizing agent, usually oxygen. So yeah, and we've got hundreds of other definitions that are just a different way of saying the same thing, all from reputable sources. I'm sure that PM has some very good lawyers on its side, but HCMC has established scientific consensus on its side, and that'll be kind of difficult to overcome. Science is kind of one of those things difficult to argue with. It's looking pretty promising, to be honest, that they will win this case. Let's take a little look at the second quarter 2021 results and year-to-date highlights. If you look at the debt, that's a huge positive. They knocked their debt down from $5 million to $500,000. That's on page 9. They also cut their liabilities in half. They seem to be getting their balances in order. The CEO is going to use this money to expand, and the court case will be the icing on the cake. They made $179,000 profit. I don't think we ever saw HCMC in the green for any quarter. But I think, we are officially a profitable business right now. As if I work for them. Sorry. So gross profit from operations increased by approximately $90,000 for the 3-month period ended June 30th, 2021, amounting to $1.5 million compared to $1.4 million for the same period last year. And that is a 7% increase. For the 6-month period ended June 30th, 2021, gross profit amounted to $3 million versus $3.1 million for the same period last year, a decrease of $127,000. Net loss from operations for the 3 months period ended June 30th, 2021 was approximately $685,000 compared to $795,000, an improvement of approximately $110,000 or 14% from the same period last year. For the 6-month period ending June 30th, net loss from continuing operations amounted to $1.2 million versus $1.5 million, an improvement of approximately $242,000 or 17% from the same period last year. And then when it comes to adjusted EBITDA for the 3-month period, it improved by approximately $136,000 or 20% compared to the same period last year. The adjusted EBITDA for the 6-month period improved by approximately $177,000 or 16% versus the same period last year. Jeffrey Holman, the chairman and chief executive officer of Healthier Choices Management Corp., said, "We are both pleased and proud of our performance in the second quarter. Our team delivered gross profit growth as well as a noteworthy improvement in our adjusted EBITDA results for the quarter." Mr. Holman went on to comment, "Our strategic vision for our company remains clear, and with the prospect of utilizing a portion of the proceeds from our recent capital raise to implement our growth initiatives. And he concluded by saying, "The progress to date, including our solid second quarter results, gives us continued belief in our direction. Importantly, we are committed to building a nimble and scalable business model to support long-term sustainable growth for Healthier Choices Management Corp." Nimble. That's a word you don't hear much. I'm going to start using that word more often. Great word. So guys, thank you so much for listening. Let me know your opinions on HCMC stock down below. And I hope you have a great nimble day. I'll talk to you soon.